What is up and welcome to a very special Halloween edition of Worth a Watch with me, Anthony Flores. And in the month of October, we obviously talk about some of our favorite Halloween type topics and movies, and that's the biggest thing, the movie films that'll scare the living giblets out of us and just really give us nightmares. I'm a wuss sometimes. I watch certain films that give me nightmares, blah 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 blah. But either way, today we're going to be talking about something much more tasty versus talking about horror movies. Today we're going to be talking cereal. The monster cereals. Yeah, Count Chocula. Who doesn't fucking love Count Chocula? Unless you really hate chocolate, I understand. Whatever, but aside from that, if you were a kid growing up, you had to have yourself some Count Chocula or Frankenberry or Boo Berry for those of you who enjoyed the original flavors of the monster cereal line from General Mills. And God, I wish I could get some of that General Mills money because that would be awesome. Because obviously I am not getting paid for this, but I am just sharing my love of this cereal. It's just not a tradition per se, but it is part of my childhood. For adults like myself, I'm 24 years old, and ever since I was a kid, I remember getting a box of Count Chocula every so often. I do recall they used to sell this yearly, but then of course in recent memory I believe it's just in September and October they do sell all the monster cereals, but we got ourselves something completely different this year. For those of you who even give a shit about cereals, let alone being aficionados of cereals and knowing the history of a lot of different flavors and a lot of reasons why certain cereals went out of production, I personally do not know much history other than the years these two particular flavors have made their return. First off is Frute Brute. 1984 is the year this cereal went out of production. For whatever reason, it didn't sell. This particular flavor was not popular enough to last past the 80s. And then the next flavor, which I'm assuming is one of the more popular ones that kind of went away, the return of Fruity Yummy Mummy here. This is the revamped edition versus the box of Frute Brute here, which Target is having throwback exclusives of the original box. And I think that's so much more cool. I love these. I wasn't able to get a chance to get the original box. Maybe if I see it, I'll get it. But for the most part, I just want to try these cereals, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Along with Boo Berry, because I've never had Boo Berry before. But before we get to the actual tasting review here, the original throwback boxes, just to quickly show them to y'all, I think this is so much better than the revamped versions. I love these simple cartoon drawings. I love these original characters, and it's just all around just a cool thing to have, especially if you grew up with these particular boxes. I think they're so awesome and simple, except looks like Boo Berry doesn't give a fuck. Even he knows the cereal is fucking bad. All the other monsters are chowing down on the cereal, and Boo Berry's just like, from what I remember, a Peter Lorre impression was used to voice Boo Berry. A Boris Karloff impression was used for Frankenberry, and obviously Bela Lugosi was inspired with an impression to make the voice of Count Chocula. So that's pretty legit right there, and how far General Mills did their best to make some pretty iconic cereal mascots here. But as I said, it's just like, hey, I can go without it. Yeah, even I know my cereal sucks. It sounded more like Ren from Ren and Stimpy. Steepy.
Nice marshmallows. Count Chocula has enormous chocolatey marshmallows. It's a delicious part of this nutritious breakfast. New monster marshmallows are here.
The monster marshmallows are here.
They're everywhere.
Whoa!
Alrighty, the first tasting / reaction. This is Boo Berry. I don't know if y'all can see it that well. My bad if it's out of frame. But let's see. See how bad. And I said earlier how bad this stuff is because there's always a shit ton of boxes of it. It's always the last one to sell. So I'm kind of curious. Let's see. Obviously very crunchy. Marshmallow. Even the marshmallow actually has a bit of a hint of berry flavor as well. I don't get it. it's not that bad of a flavor. It's obviously blueberry. I guess that many people don't give a shit about blueberry flavored cereals. That's kind of odd. Next up, we have the Fruity Yummy Mummy. Here we go. And another quick side note. Unfortunately, I didn't say this a second ago either, so I have to obviously edit all that stuff beforehand. But Fruity Yummy Mummy and Fruit Brute were originally different flavors. I'll list them here in an annotation, just for some random facts. Got to make this video interesting. I can't just leave you all just looking at me watching me eat cereal. But it's very interesting. I believe, I can't recall, again, there's an annotation here, or little subtitles here somewhere. But it's really interesting. I was kind of bummed out in a way when I figured that out in the midst of filming this. So I'm technically not tasting the original flavor, but the revamped flavors. So I think that's interesting enough. So that means they may, if they sell well enough, I hope they come back. If this turns out to be pretty tasty. Let's see. Let's see how Fruity Yummy Mummy is. Here we go. I will give it this. It tastes like orange cream. That's what it said on the box. Marshmallows are sweeter than the cereal, actually. The blueberry tasted about the same even amount of sweetness. It's almost like you're eating an orange cream soda or an orange cream popsicle. So for those of you who are fans of orange cream anything, this may be the fun little Halloween cereal for you right here. Not bad. I personally don't think this would be my favorite of the two re-release flavors, and last but definitely not least, the Fruit Brute, and this is cherry flavored cereal, the revamped flavor that is. I definitely love cherry flavored, pretty much. I love snow cones, cherry flavored like lollipops and stuff. Just cherries all around, a badass flavor. A cherry slushy from Sonic is the shit. Or cherry Coke. Anyways, on to this. Let's see. Clear that one up. It's like a fucking food reviewer's got to clean the palate. Well, what do you know? That is cherry flavored. Sometimes cereals can be overly advertised as a certain flavor and they always end up having a weak or very shitty interpretation of what certain flavors, especially fruit flavors, should be within cereals. Marshmallows also. I like it. Overall, that was my reactions to all of that. Cereal tasting right there. I definitely can't wait to try this out with some milk. But yeah, blueberry's not as bad as I thought it would be, considering it's always like one of the last flavors, just kind of sitting there on the shelves. And I don't know, I don't think it deserves that bad of a rap. And the orange cream flavored Fruity Yummy Mummy, not bad. I'm not a big fan of orange cream, but I figured I want to try this flavor regardless if it's the original or not. Fruit Brute, the cherry flavor, that's definitely different. Both of them are different flavors, so I think that's what I like anyways. I appreciate the revamped flavors, and they're pretty tasty. I definitely prefer the Fruit Brute over the Yummy Mummy. Thank you very much for watching this very special Halloween edition of Worth a Watch. It's going to be a fun month ahead. I'm really hoping to get more outside of the box type videos like these. I wanted to do something different. Anybody can talk about horror films, but I thought, hey, why not reviews and taste some cereal for y'all, as well as just reminisce about the nostalgia that you had eating some of these awesome flavors, and what did you may or may not think about possibly getting a box of some of these new revamped flavors of the return of Fruit Brute and the Yummy Mummy cereals. So yeah, feel free to comment below. What's your favorite monster cereal flavor? But that should do it for this little episode of Worth a Watch with me, Anthony Flores. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe, and all that other good stuff in between. Stay tuned for more Halloween-themed Worth a Watch episodes this whole month of October. Definitely going to be some movie reviews coming and some more Halloween-related videos. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.